Right now, disturbing new details revealed by the alleged gunman who opened fire on a 4th of July parade in Illinois. How close a Madison area event came to becoming his next target. Also, the FBI finds the suspect's cell phone at a Middleton business. We have reaction from the owner. And later, new developments in the case of Crystal Kaiser, the decision the state Supreme Court made that could help define the limits of legal immunity for trafficking victims nationwide. You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
He did see a celebration that was occurring in Madison, and he seriously contemplated using the firearm vehicle to commit another shooting in Madison.
Chilling new revelations about the man police say opened fire on a 4th of July parade, killing 7 and injuring dozens more in Highland Park, Illinois. According to law enforcement, Robert Cremo III told them he considered that second attack while driving around here in the Madison area. Now, here is a timeline of events from what we know right now. Now, the shooting happened at 10:15 in the morning on the 4th of July parade down in Highland Park. Madison, about 2.5 to 3 hours, the drive from Highland Park. And at about 5 p.m., the Madison Police Department says the FBI asked them to mobilize their SWAT team because the suspect may be in the Madison area. Cremo then arrested around 6:45. That happened back in Lake Forest, Illinois. We have team coverage on the latest developments in the case. We start with Naomi Coles, who heard from the Madison Police Department and also the Dane County Sheriff. She is live at the state capitol. Naomi, what did you learn?
Sponsor American Transmission Company.
Yeah, so one thing they talked about at that press conference, looking ahead to tonight's events, like I'm here at Concerts on the Square, they're going to be increasing a lot of the visible patrols. I've seen quite a few patrols around already, but their core response, they say their standard security response to events like this is more than sufficient to handle any threats. Now, some other things we learned, the chief said that the afternoon that the SWAT team never actually left the staging area on July 4th when the FBI called them in, and they never actually got enough specific information to put out a warning to the public. So the question remains, why Madison? Checking with the records department for Madison Police, the sheriff, and state patrol today, all three of them tell me that none have had past contacts with the suspect. Now, also at that press conference was the mayor, and she had a chilling message.
Thank goodness he didn't do anything here in Madison. But it could have happened. And frankly, right now we know that something like this could happen in any community in the United States of America, and does happen on a weekly basis. So yes, people should be aware, they should be afraid that a mass shooting can happen in our community. And I think that it's important for us to not just say, okay, it wasn't us this time, and move on with our lives.
Now, the chief, the sheriff, and the mayor presented a united front at that conference. They are calling for stiffer gun laws and reform. We do have more details from that online right now at channel3000.com. Eric?
All right, Naomi, live tonight. Thank you. And the investigation into Cremo's drive to Madison led police to evidence in Middleton. There, law enforcement found Robert Cremo's cell phone outside an auto repair shop on University Avenue. Catherine Merck, live at that business where investigators found evidence, and she spoke with the business owners about what they knew. Catherine?
This is Jim's Auto Service Center, where investigators found Robert Cremo's cell phone. And the business owner tells me he never thought the investigation for the Highland Park shooter would have led to Middleton.
Never would expect it to happen here, no.
The horrific event the whole country was watching on Independence Day came closer to Jim Lund's business than he ever could have imagined.
I heard on the news on Monday, Detective Hendrickson from the FBI Dane County Sheriff's Office walked in yesterday and introduced himself and said he's with the FBI. It's around 9 o'clock yesterday morning, and I just go, wow.
Investigators were led to the 6500 block of University Avenue. That's where both Jim's Auto Repair and Dunn's Import became the next scene of a nationwide investigation.
They were searching for something that a suspect may have left on my property or the next door neighbor's property.
They were here for about 4.5 hours.
And then he finally said who the suspect was.
Law enforcement found Robert Cremo's cell phone on Jim's property. We learned Cremo was driving in the area with violent plans here in Madison that thankfully never materialized. It's a move that has these business owners scared of what could have happened on their block.
Middleton has a parade here. It starts right out here in front of my station.
It's really unfortunate that it would, even the potential for it to happen is unnerving.
Days after the mass shooting, Jim Lund is still asking questions about what led this national story to his own yard.
I still wonder why here? Why did they put it here?
I asked the business owners if they had any surveillance footage or if they saw Robert Crimo himself come down University Avenue. They told me they didn't have any ability to record those footage, and they told me that they did not see Robert Crimo. Reporting live from Middleton, I'm Catherine Merck for News 3 Now.
Catherine, thank you. A GoFundMe has been created for a young boy after both of his parents were killed in that shooting. Since its creation, it has raised more than $2.5 million. Aiden McCarthy, now an orphan after his parents, Irina and Kevin, were killed. He is just 2 years old. The GoFundMe says Aiden will be cared for by a community of friends and extended family. You can follow along as we learn new information about the shooting and the alleged gunman, channel3000.com, and also through our News 3 Now apps. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast. Meteorologist Dana Fulton, who joins us live tonight from Concerts on the Square. Dana?
Thankfully, Charlotte and I had such a blast last week. They let us come back down here, and it has turned out to be a really nice evening. A little cloudy overhead, but thankfully nice and dry. It's a little warm also. Temperatures generally pretty close to 80 throughout southern Wisconsin, but it feels like July and it feels like a summer eve, and it certainly sounds like it out here on the square. Looking at our overall forecast over the next few days, we're expecting temperatures to hold pretty steady. Again, 79 right now in Madison, and that's seasonable for this time of year. We're expecting that trend to really hold on. Dew points in the upper 60s, so it is just a little humid outside right now with our winds coming in from the northeast at about 10 miles per hour. Charlotte and I were enjoying that breeze just a second ago. When everyone starts backing in, even a little bit of a breeze can help. Our Doppler track is quiet even with this cloudy sky overhead. We've seen some dark clouds at times, but not concerned about things getting soggy outside for us tonight. We had enough rain come through yesterday. Things look pretty smooth as we look ahead for Concerts on the Square this evening. Overall temperatures staying again close to average. Right now 81 in Janesville and in Platteville. Dew points in the upper 60s, so it is still a little sticky outside. You likely notice that if you spend any time outside today. And again, looking through the rest of your 10-day, our temperatures really holding on close to average. Highs in the low 80s, overnight lows in the mid to low 60s. We will have a few more rain chances building in before we get to the weekend and looking ahead to the start of next week, but we'll time out your full forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. Next at 6, a man nearly hit another vehicle while driving more than 100 miles an hour on the Beltline on July 4th. That's according to Madison police. According to an incident report, the officer tried to pull the driver over, but they sped away, almost hitting another vehicle on the Verona Road exit ramp. Police ended the pursuit shortly after and later found the vehicle unoccupied in the 5600 block of King James Way in Fitchburg. When police later spoke to the owner of the suspect vehicle, she said she had loaned someone her vehicle earlier in the day. Police have not yet arrested or cited anyone in this incident. And the state Supreme Court weighed in this morning, allowing a Milwaukee woman to use a self-defense claim related to human trafficking. Crystal Kaiser is charged in the 2018 killing of a Kenosha man. Will Keneally explains what precedent today's decision may set. Will?
Eric, so Kaiser will still have to make her case to a jury, but the court said that her defense can include this human trafficking claim. The clarification by the High Court will make it a little easier for others to use the same defense. And as UW law professor John Gross says, the decision could have broader impacts.
Different state courts certainly look to other state courts and see what they've done in terms of making a decision about statutes that are the same, which Wisconsin did with California. So you can say this could be the start of a trend.
He says Wisconsin pulled from a similar California case in their legal analysis for this one. So while other cases within Wisconsin will follow Kaiser's path, courts outside Wisconsin may also look to today's decision for guidance. And Gross added that today's decision was not about constitutional rights, it's more about a matter of state law. So Wisconsin law could change or clarify the human trafficking defense in the future. We also learned that the Kenosha DA tells the Kenosha News that he does plan to continue the prosecution against Kaiser.
Will, thank you. Several anti-violence groups are celebrating this ruling. They say it's one step closer towards decriminalizing a victim's ability to defend him or herself. Tahalil Muhaddin reports.
What we're thinking at that moment is, how do I get safe? not how do I make this person unalive. That's not what we're thinking.
Pelabon with the Rape Crisis Center says that's an important distinction.
This child did what they needed to do in order to escape this situation.
Pelabon is applauding the state Supreme Court's decision to allow Crystal Kaiser, who reportedly killed her sex trafficker, to make an argument for self-defense.
It's important that we are sending the message to survivors that the choices that they make to escape the situations will not result in them being prosecuted.
At just 17, Kaiser allegedly traveled to the home of her abuser and shot him after he touched her.
The reality is that when you are being trafficked, that imminent threat is all the time.
And leaders from the Wisconsin Coalition Against Sexual Assault say when it comes to these types of cases, it's important to take a trauma-informed lens. They say the trauma that comes from sex trafficking affects a person's ability to make decisions, especially if they're adolescents.
What might seem to the outside person as well, shouldn't they have made a different decision, right? That's not how trauma works.
Advocates also say it's not uncommon for victims to have ongoing contact with someone who is causing them harm.
Part of that control is emotional and mental. Leaving these situations is hard. It is not just a, you know what, I'm being treated bad, so I'm going to walk out the door.
In Madison, Tahlil Muhiddin, News 3 Now.
And these groups also say the ruling will help diminish the rate at which women of color are disproportionately prosecuted for fighting back against their abusers. Also ahead on News 3 Now at 6, a summer celebration tonight in Madison. We head back down to the state capitol for week 2 of Concerts on the Square. Stay with us.
25% off our low Slumberland price. Incredible deals. Huge markdowns, plus 25% off our low Slumberland price. What a sale. The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
Join iHeartMedia Madison for our Vet Aid pop-up concert benefiting veterans in crisis. 6 p.m. Tuesday, July 12th at Harris Park in Dodgeville, featuring the MASCOT Theory. With special guest, the Driftless Rambler. A $10 suggested donation goes directly to Heat for Hero, helping vets and their families facing an energy-related or emergency housing crisis. Visit vetaidwi.com for more info. It's our Vet Aid pop-up concert, Tuesday, July 12th, presented by Land's End and iHeartMedia Madison.
When it comes to building an economy that works for everyone, one Democrat doesn't just talk. Alex Lasry gets it done. Building Pfizer Forum on progressive values, demanding 80% of the materials come from Wisconsin, now paying workers at least $15 an hour minimum wage. Endorsed by Labor, Lasry is a Make It in America Democrat who can beat Ron Johnson.
I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message because it's time to get more money in the pockets of working people.
Incredible deals. Huge markdowns. Like the Sealy Pillow Top Queen mattress on sale for just $4.99. What a sale. The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
And welcome back. Concerts on the Square is back for its second week. We now go live to Charlotte, who is once again emceeing tonight's event. Charlotte, how are things looking down there?
Eric, things are absolutely perfect down here. We've got another beautiful night for Concerts on the Square. People are really starting to pack it on in. The weather is cooling down a little bit and feels really nice. And with me once again is the wonderful CEO of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra, Joe Lanus. And you did your little wardrobe change for the night. Ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
We have an hour before everything starts. So what is it that you would like people to know if you might be a little bit on the cusp about coming down?
Well, plenty of parking. There's grass seats still available, at least on this side of the square. We have an extraordinary young soloist tonight, Ava Kenny. She's 16, just going to blow everybody away. It's our traditional 4th of July summer celebration concert. And yeah, it's our second concert back in more than 3 years. So,
can you talk about Ava a little bit to showcase a youngster here from Madison with such wonderful talent?
Well, our role as an arts organization, yes, we put on concerts, but we're also a youth. We reach our youth through mentoring programs. So we have a Young Artist Concerto competition every year, which is one of 5 programs that we do here in Madison, reaching more than 1,000 kids. And it gives a chance, like an opportunity like Ava, to come in, win a competition, and go play for 40,000 people. And I think the role of the orchestra in community is really to move the community forward. And in this context, it's our youth. So I think with Ava giving her this opportunity tonight is just extraordinary.
And I feel a lot of people don't realize that the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra is just not concerts on the square. You do so much more.
Yeah, we do. This is 6 weeks of a 52-week season. So you can see us at Overture Center. You can see us in our winter programming with the Nutcracker and Messiah. But again, our youth programs. We're going to reach over 1,000 kids next year in our youth programs. So.
And how in the world did you get Woldersheim to name Maestro Mule for Andrew Sewell?
We had a taste testing back in March up in Woldersheim, and they gave us 2 options: Rosé all day or the Maestro Mule. And all of our eyes just went like, because Andrew wasn't there. And then at the next staff meeting, we said, Andrew, good news, we have our signature cocktail drink for the summer. And we told him what it was, and he buried his head in his hands. But yeah, it's just fun. It's just it's a way to, get our brand out a little bit, and Woldersheim's a great partner.
And it works out because this is a really wonderful, fun event for everybody.
Yeah, it's accessible to everybody.
Okay, so it's not too late. Parking really is not an issue down here. There is blanket lawn space available, so please come on down. You're going to listen and see another gorgeous concerts on the square. Eric, back to you.
All right, Charlotte, thank you. Should be a great night. When we come back, severe weather did wreak havoc throughout the Midwest last night, plus what we can expect from Mother Nature going forward. Dana returns for a complete look at your forecast. Stay with us.
It is said that the eyes are the windows into the soul, which begs the question, can a window have a soul? At Renewal by Anderson, we think so. When it's a window forged from fibrings and over 100 years of refined craftsmanship, the essence of who we are transforms into a superior, stunningly beautiful window. So yes, a window can have a soul. For a limited time, take advantage of this great offer. Find out why we are the better way to a better window. Renewal by Anderson.
Do you love your morning coffee but hate what it does to your smile? Coffee might kickstart your morning, but it's also kicking you in the teeth by making them yellow and dingy. And you probably know by now that coffee stains are stubborn stains. Whitening toothpaste can't even begin to handle them. But I'm here to tell you about Power Swabs. With just 5-minute applications, you can tell those coffee stains to kiss off. Because 5-minute applications is all it takes for Power Swabs to lift coffee stains, tea stains, red wine stains, and even stains from smoking.
I love my coffee in the morning.
I will never stop drinking coffee. I will not be the person drinking hot coffee with a straw.
As much coffee as I drink, I can use my Power Swabs and eliminate the staining.
If you have one tooth that's darker than the others, you can target that one with Swab Precision.
You can put it directly on the stain that you see on your teeth, and it's so precise. I like being able to individually get the teeth and kind of in between the grooves.
You just snap, swab, and smile. In fact, in 7 days, you probably won't be able to stop smiling.
It's so simple. You just open it, you apply it to your teeth, you forget it's there, and they're white and bright again like they were before.
I noticed actually a difference the first time that I used Power Swabs. You put on the first coat and then the activator goes on, and immediately you start seeing it working.
Not only will Power Swabs whiten natural teeth, it also removes stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. But as powerful as it is, it's also gentle and causes 0 to minimal sensitivity.
I've used strips. They seem to really hurt my teeth. The Power Swabs, it just seemed very gentle.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got a rubber on my teeth, and that was it.
Take it from me as someone who has gone the dental route, but has also gone on the shelf route, and I've not seen anything work as effective and as easy as Power Swabs.
Whiten your teeth this 4th of July by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free quick stick pen to use on the go after meals or a cup of coffee. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Well, welcome back. Strong winds from last night's severe weather causing issues really all across the Midwest. This is video from Iowa where a storm chaser got an up-close and personal look at the power of the storm's winds. A semi-truck, you can see there, and trailer nearly blown right off the road before jackknifing. Happened pretty quickly, too. That driver's fast thinking kept him from ending up in the ditch. Let's now head back down to Concerts on the Square. Meteorologist Dana Fulton has a complete look at our forecast in the days ahead. Dana?
Right now, things feel pretty comfortable outside. Perfect conditions for Concerts on a Square. And part of the reason I like coming down here with Charlotte, we get great music, but I'm also really interested in everybody's picnic spreads because that's part of it, right? You have to have your lawn chairs set up and blankets spread out. And some of these folks have been down here for hours already, just enjoying the weather and getting ready and enjoy the nice music. Now, as we look ahead to the next few days, our summer-like forecast is really going to stick with us. Temperatures right now close to 80, and that's not really going to change for highs through the rest of the work week. Dew points also in the upper 60s, so it is humid outside right now. Mild, but humid. Thankfully, even with these clouds overhead, we're expecting things to stay nice and dry. Our Doppler track hasn't had any rain popping up in southern Wisconsin this afternoon or earlier this evening, but notice again over the last 48 hours we have picked up quite a rain. Last night's event brought in several inches of accumulation through that bullseye line stretching from Lone Rock all the way through Janesville and down into northern Illinois, with accumulation totals landing in that 4 to 5 inch range. Some areas picking up more than 5 inches of accumulation. So having time today to dry out just a little bit, certainly some good news. But that being said, we are still abnormally dry for this time of year. A little bit of a drought status right now in southern Wisconsin. So to have a little more rain mixed in, some steadier showers over the next few days will help chip away at that as well. And we do have a few opportunities for showers as we look ahead through the 10-day. Again, we're going to stay dry this evening. A wonderful night here on the square. But looking ahead to tomorrow, we have the possibility for some scattered showers, maybe even a few isolated thunderstorms for our Thursday, though I think most of the area is going to stay dry. Right now, our future track not bringing in a lot of moisture. Flash forward to Friday, we might see some of those showers lingering into early Friday morning. Otherwise, Friday afternoon, plan on partly sunny skies and seasonable temperatures hanging out in the lower 80s. Accumulation totals really not picking up much. Those isolated areas where we do see thunderstorms could get close to 1/4 of an inch, but most of the area staying dry. And even those spots that do see some light rainfall, it's really not going to lead to much accumulation. High temperatures tomorrow, pretty seasonable outside, staying in the lower 80s. And it's going to be warm, a little humid, and we have that chance for some showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. As we look through your 10-day, that chance lingers into early Friday morning, and then we're in a dry pattern for Saturday and Sunday. It's always nice when the sunshine lines up with the weekend. We'll be near 80 for Saturday and Sunday. A chance for showers looking ahead to the start of your work week on Monday. The back half of the work week, though, we fall back into sunshine, a nice dry pattern with seasonable weather looking ahead to the end of next week. So I've got to go find Charlotte now. We need to find a friend with a picnic basket and go enjoy some music. I'll send it over to Zach Hanley. He can tell you some sports things.
And coming up in sports, Aaron Rodgers has had a relaxing offseason, while the reigning MVP thinks there might be some growing pains for the offense in training camp. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, drugged driving deaths in Wisconsin have increased nearly 200% over the past 10 years. Help prevent drugged driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills.
Oh, great. My wireless bill just went up.
Should have gone with US Cellular. They aren't raising prices on any of their plans.
Seriously?
Yeah, my price won't increase.
Well, that is refreshing. I feel like everywhere you turn these days, prices are going up.
Supply chain got us too. Don't get me started on the overhead cost.
At US Cellular, every plan for everyone is price protected.
You know, I respect a female entrepreneur.
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
It's dangerous up here. and it's no fun shopping around for a reputable contractor.
I've built my company on the promise to treat our customers like we would our own family. That means an honest, no-pressure sales experience, expert craftsmanship, and a lifetime guarantee of our work.
We know Gutter Shutter is the best system for you and your home, and we'd love to show you how it can keep you safe and off that ladder forever. So call us or visit us online to set up your free estimate, and we can show you what Gutter Shutter and the Larson Home Experience is all about.
It's daily deals from Hy-Vee. This Thursday, a 24-pack of Coke products, only $6.99. Hy-Vee potato chips, only 99 cents. Ground pork patties or Cookies barbecue pork patties, 10 for $8. And buy one, get one free on Nori Sushi standard rolls. Thursday only. And save even more during Red, White, and Fuel. Right now, save up to $5.34 per gallon with your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
Ugh-stipated. Feeling weighed down by a backed-up gut. Miralax is different. It works naturally with the water in your body to unblock your gut. Free your gut and your mood will follow.
Kids need to eat healthy meals to grow, but that's not always easy.
Tomorrow, our Time for Kids expert explains how family food instability affects different age groups.
And we are timing out more rain chances. Join us tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
Use his word, it's been an incredible offseason so far for Aaron Rodgers. The back-to-back MVP has spent his offseason seeing the world and golfing. He'll be doing the latter later this week at Lake Tahoe in the American Century Celebrity Golf Tournament. But before he hits the links, he hopped on the Pat McAfee show and had some high praise for that Packer defense heading into training camp.
I like the way our defense is looking and playing, and just on paper, it looks like they're going to be pretty formidable. So it could be some growing pains for the offense, which would be great for us. It'd be nice to take our lumps from time to time, and I think it'll help us, get better.
Steve Stricker has played in 6 Champions Tour events this season and has 5 top 10 finishes, including winning one of the league's majors. This weekend, the Edgerton native will have a chance to get another one at the Bridgestone Senior Players Championship, a tournament he won last season. Now, Strick tees off at 9:50 and says he feels pretty good after taking a week off to rest as he tries to get that body back to 100%.
I do feel good. I came off, I was supposed to play John Deere and just was worn out, and body's not responding quite the same yet, and working on that part. And so I took that week off to try to get ready to come here and play. And this rest seemed to help a little bit, but I'm pretty stiff. And I was stiff before, and I came out of this stiffer.
Jerry Kelly tees off tomorrow at 9:15 on hole 10. He's 3rd in the tournament's power rankings. Stricker is 1st. Remember, Kelly won the Senior Players Championship back in 2020. And if you thought last night's loss to the Cubs was bad, you might want to close your eyes for this one. 5th inning, Keston Hiura sends one out of Hiura to give the crew a 1-run lead, and Corbin Burns was dealing. 10 Ks and 7 scoreless innings, but Craig Counsell took him out, and then the Cubs tied it in the 8th. And then they won it in the 9th thanks to P.J. Higgins. The Brewers lose the game 2-1. And the series, Eric,
I never
just leave him in. Just leave him in.
He was, what, at 100 pitches, though? I felt bad for him. Relievers. They need some middle relief. Brutal. All right, Zach, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here tonight at 10.